In this coaching conversation, my client explores her struggle with a persistent health condition and the deep-seated belief that she's too fragile, weak, and a burden. She uncovers a profound inner conflict, the fear of being obscene and attention-seeking, especially when expressing her true emotions and needs. She confronts the tension in her body and the cultural taboos around female expression. And she discovers two opposing inner rooms, one wild, sensual, and obscene, and the other moral, measured, and modest, and learns to embrace both as valid parts of herself.
Something just, made you click the raised hand. So I'm wondering, what was it inside of you that made you raise your hand?
Something related to my health condition,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm struggling with for a few months now, almost a year. So I keep on, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I don't know how to connect that with the sort of like, the question that comes is like, why? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening now? Why I don't seem to be able to heal?
What do you mean don't seem to be able to heal?
Yes.
To heal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Miriam, I'm going to try to connect it back to this idea of the inner house, and we see where we get with that, right?
Mm.
And sometimes I may steer off course because then I find something else is more helpful, and then I forget about the inner house. So we'll allow ourselves to float through this conversation. But what just came up in me was the question of how does it make you feel about yourself, the fact or the perceived fact that you cannot heal?
I'm very sad.
Hmm. Okay, well, then that's a good starting point, sweetie. Let's just be with that sadness for a while. Yeah. What do you notice in your body?
I can sense here that it's very tight.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel some heaviness here in my head,
Mm-hmm.
the back of my head.
Okay. Okay, so first step is we'll allow whatever is there to be there fully. Yeah, so allow yourself to feel this tightness, allow yourself to feel the heaviness at the back of your head. And give it space. Yeah, because I often find the first thing we do is when we feel something that we've labeled as unpleasant and we want it to go away, right? And that's understandable, but it's usually not the way for it to leave. Okay, so just continue breathing while you allow feeling in your chest and throat to be there, while you allow feeling at the back of your head to be there. What do you notice when you do that?
I think I'm less tight here, but my heart beats very fast.
And feel your fast beating heart. Yeah, and you're doing it beautifully. You touch your heart a bit. Just be with your heart for a moment. Okay. What are you noticing now?
I still have like this tension here.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to feel painful.
Okay. So acknowledge that it starts to feel painful. On a scale of 0 to 10, how strong is that feeling right now?
7.
Okay, so it's quite strong. Okay, so for a moment, let's do something physical with it. I want you to do something that makes it stronger. Move your body in a way that actually increases this tension. And do it from your neck. Yeah, so see how you're holding your neck right now. Intensify that. Right? So what I'm noticing in my own body is sort of the shoulders are slightly raised up and pulled forward. Notice what it does to your face. Notice what happens to your breathing. Okay, now very gently begin to release this pressure. Very gently. And listen, when feelings and emotions and tears come, you just allow them to flow. Yeah, they're allowed to be there too. Yeah. Yeah, so allow, yeah, your body's doing great. Yeah. Just continue to breathe and allow your body to process. It's doing fantastic. Tell you what, turn off your mic for a moment and make a sound. Yeah, you can howl like a wolf. Nobody's gonna hear you other than your neighbors, maybe. Make a sound. What are you noticing now?
I feel less tension now.
Mhm.
I'm feeling tired.
Yeah.
And actually, my son heard me.
Did he react?
Did I react?
No, did he react?
Yes.
Do you need to tend to him for a moment?
I think he went to see his father, so he told him he's gonna tell him that I'm having a Zoom session.
Okay.
But it did trigger me because
Yeah. So when you experience yourself like now, just notice does a part of you, what kind of a judgment comes up in you about yourself?
That I'm too fragile. That I should be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm too weak.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm weak, I'm a burden.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's a way, I don't know, it's a way to draw attention to me, but in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but yeah.
So, in a sense of I'm attention seeking.
Mm.
Okay. So you know that this work a bit, right? So let's play with the words we already had in your space, and you just tell me where you have a ping, right? Where you go, don't like this at all. I'm going to read sentences to you, and you just tell me which one has the strongest resonance. I'm weak. I'm fragile. I'm a burden. I'm attention seeking.
I'm attention seeking.
Mm-hmm. How would you say that in French?
Can't find a word.
Well, as your subconscious is trying to connect that, let me ask you, is there something worse than attention seeking? Is there even a layer deeper or something more precise that would describe this kind of a person to you? Is it needy? Is it egocentric? What is the flavor of this attention seeking?
There's something about attention seeking, but for something, I don't know, which is dysfunctional in a way, as if I wasn't allowed to be attention, to seek attention for that, for being here or weak. So I can't quite
Mm.
understand it, but there's something around that. Maybe it's okay to be attention seeking for some stuff. But when it comes to my intimacy, what is really my being, it's obscene.
Mm. Oh, I like that word. How about saying I am obscene?
I am obscene.
What do you notice? And you know me, you can always, right, correct me, give me a different word. You have the right to steer this, right? But there's something about the obscene that just pinged something in me.
Mm. Yeah, I think it lands. It seems to land somewhere.
Okay, so just notice your body when you say I am obscene.
I am obscene. Mm. feel a bit disgusted.
Okay, so feel that. Allow the feeling to be there. I am trying to Google what is the etymological root of obscene. Okay, so the adjective obscene derives from French obscene and Latin, with the sense offensive to modesty or decency. An obscenity is an utterance or act that strongly offends the prevalent morality of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so try saying it again now that we have a bit more context for this beautiful word.
I'm obscene.
Okay, I want you to notice how your face is reacting in a very different way than before.
Yeah. It feels like something is, yeah, it feels very true. And it feels like part of me is like, no, 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 no. Make sure you don't go, you're not that.
Of
You
course,
can't be that.
you can't be that. Yes, of course. Yeah. So that's the domestication, right? The room of obscenity, of being obscene, that was locked for reasons. Some of you may be known to you, others may not. But culturally, it's certainly a room that is locked, especially for women.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay, so about saying I allow myself to be obscene.
I allow myself to be obscene. Um, I what I feel physically now is like the tension here. And here it's like, oh, this is nice actually.
Mhm.
Even if it's not okay to be there, but and like here it's like,
Yeah. Okay, so you still feel that, but you also feel that there is something nearly sensuous about it, right? What you just
yeah.
did. Okay, so do this movement for a moment, and you can even try saying and tell me if that is stronger. I'm an obscene woman.
I'm I'm an obscene woman.
Okay, feel your body. What happens in your head now? How do you feel?
Mm. It's getting looser, but I still like um, almost this sensation as if someone was like holding me.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, you know what happened to obscene women in the past.
you mean they were killed?
Yeah, they were hanged, they were burned at the stake.
Mm.
But you're an artist.
Yeah.
So you chose a very obscene profession, let me tell you.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, and you're not the kind of artist that paints flowers, as far as I know.
No,
Okay, so I'm an obscene woman, and it's good.
I'm an obscene woman, and it's good.
I'm an obscene attention-seeking woman, and it's
I'm an
good.
obscene, attention-seeking woman, and it's good.
What happens?
I can sense more harmony now between here and here.
What kind of a harmony is that harmony?
It's almost like here is like, it's like what I sense is like a group of cells which were saying, no, 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 you can't be like that. And now they're like, okay, right, we know you're like that, but please make sure you don't get too wild, or because you're gonna get in trouble. So it's like but it feels softer. It feels like before it feels like I had metal here, and now it feels more like something more watery.
Okay, so feel there's something more watery, allow it to be in flow. Yeah, let's say I need to be an obscene, attention-seeking woman to do my job well.
And yes, yeah, something that here also is, I told you my son just was like knocking at the door, and there's this other part of me, the mother, which is like, no, you can't be obscene. It's not appropriate.
Oh, I'm an obscene, inappropriate, attention-seeking woman.
I'm an obscene, inappropriate. Could you repeat, please?
You were right on track. I'm an obscene, inappropriate, attention-seeking woman.
I'm an obscene, inappropriate, attention-seeking woman.
Yeah. And notice that voice of the mother, and listen, she's from another room. That room is also a wonderful room, right? And you need to have that room. But being your mother is not your only identity.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you think about what is the lesson you would like your son to learn about being a human being?
To be as much as possible in touch with his feelings and emotions.
Yeah. And those feelings and emotions, when expressed, are sometimes obscene, sometimes inappropriate, sometimes in attention seeking. And that's okay. Yeah. So let's explore the opposite room for a moment. What's the opposite of being an obscene, inappropriate, attention seeking woman?
Something like a dedicated, committed person.
Okay, try that. I am a dedicated and committed person.
I'm a dedicated and committed person. Maybe there's something else. Yeah, you mentioned the moral, like on the definition, and I think there's maybe, yeah, the other part of me is like maybe something to do with morality and the responsibility. Yeah.
Okay, explore that. We'll get to it.
I'm moral, responsible, and dedicated woman.
Can I tell you something that just came up in me?
Mm-hmm.
There's also something about, in the obscene room, right? There's also something about the drama of it all, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And in this room, there's something about the modesty and the appropriateness,
Mm.
the measured.
Yeah. Mm.
What's your word?
Yeah, measured
Mm.
and yeah, modesty. It yeah, it does trigger me, modesty. It makes me, I can feel the anger
Right.
of like
Okay. Well, then let's integrate that room too. So I'm a moral, measured, modest woman.
I'm a moral, measured, modest woman. Hmm. Not super happy with that.
What do you notice in your body?
Like here is like there's a tension here. Uh, and my jaw is a bit like, ugh.
Mhm. Okay. So in a way, sometimes, as you know, in this work, we realize that both rooms that are opposing rooms are negative rooms for us, right? And then what happens is that we get stuck in this tiny hallway in between two rooms we cannot step into. Yeah. So it cannot be obscene, inappropriate, and dramatic and attention seeking because that's not allowed. But I can also not be moral, measured, and modest because a part of me is like, I'd rather be dead. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I'm stuck in between.
Mm.
So now we're making space.
Okay.
Okay. So I give myself permission to be a moral, measured, and modest woman.
I give myself permission to be a modest, moral, and measured woman.
Yeah, because you're not selling your identity as an artist if you step into that room. I'm not asking you to move in. Yeah, it's just a room you can step into. Yeah. So when is it appropriate for you to use that room, to be in that room?
As a mother.
Yeah, for example. Yeah, it's great to have that.
Mm.
Yeah, it grounds the other room in a way.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. For a moment, tell me what these two rooms look like when you picture them in your mind.
I'm embarrassed about the
Listen, we've had all kinds of things like sex dungeons and it's like
yeah.
it's all okay.
So the obscene room is like a SM,
Mhm.
room,
Mhm.
like with like sexual things, a lot of red stuff in the room, like
Mhm.
violent, brutal objects, very sexual related. And the other one, it's like I can see some white curtains. I'm just describing what I see, like a nice bed, and yeah, everything somehow is in the right position and order.
Yeah,
There's order here,
very
and
well.
it feels peaceful and quiet.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So just notice the different energy that both rooms have. I want you to imagine for a moment that you're standing in the in-between space and now you allow both doors to be open. And you look into, this crazy dark red sexual SM room on the one hand, and sort of the energy you get from that. And then you feel into the other side, the modest, moral, measured room with its odor and everything is white and pristine and calm and quiet. How does that feel?
It feels extreme and at the same time to be able to visualize to open both of them. I can see a whole way in between. And then it's almost like, yeah, I don't have to be stuck in one or the other, but maybe I can circulate
Yeah,
and decide.
yeah.
So it feels um, more at ease.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not completely at ease yet with
Yeah.
that. But yeah, something is, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see the space also in between.
Mm-hmm. So one last thing, go into the red room, the dark room, the sexy room, and take an object from the moral white room with you and place it there, something that reminds you of the other room.
Mm.
What is it?
This is so weird. It's just, yeah, I can see the object in the moral room, and it's uh,
You
uh,
don't even need to tell us, as long as you know what it is. Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna tell. No, no.
Okay. And I want you to do the same on the other side. Yeah, so take an object over to the other side. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So whichever room you're in, when you see that object, oh, there's the other side too. Yeah. How's your neck now on a scale of 0 to 10? You were at a 7.
Mm. It feels relaxed now. It feels like maybe I would say a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it feels connected now more also. Before it wasn't.
Yeah. So one last question, and you may or may not be able to answer that. What do you think is possible with your healing now that you have these two amazing and extreme spaces accessible to you?
I think I can allow myself to explore the obscene room because I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared to not come back or something. Yeah, to remain there. And now, yeah, it's like, it's also a safe space in a way. I can go there and I need to go there.
I think so too. I tell you, with the art you do, your best work will come from that space.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.